Hey guys, how are you today? I hope you're doing great. Today we're gonna be talking about this awesome figure from Hot Toys. Now this is Justice League Batman MMS456 Deluxe version. On this video today, we're gonna talk about general stuffs, issues with this figure, comparisons, and also customs. Okay, let's get started. To give you an idea what's in the box, here it is. You got the base, the head sculpt, the cape, and the batarangs, the eyepiece, mouthpiece, and also this is the for the cape, and you also got his gadgets, hands, guns, manual book, and of course the box, and also Batman. If you notice, this Batman is slightly different from the one you see from the official bloggers photos or from official Hot Toys pictures. That's because this Batman has been modified by me, and we're gonna be talking about why the need to customize this Batman. For the sake of review, let's switch to the original cape, and there it is. That's Batman. Let's talk about the head. Now this is Ben Affleck's head. I mean, this is definitely Ben Affleck. Hot Toys really did a good job on this one. The likeness is there. Some say he looks a little bit too young. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but still, this is amazing, Let's zoom in. Hope you can see that. There it is. That's amazing. Next, take a look at the cowl. Again, this is, you can see Ben Affleck under that cowl. Really good job from Hot Toys. The mouth, the eyes, so real. This is the back of the cowl. As you can see, well, the neck is slimmer, and some people wanted to customize the neck and make it a little bit larger, like this. Whoop. And also you get this mouthpiece. Okay, let's switch. Growling Batman. And also this one, this is the talking mouth. Safe one. Huh. Yeah. The problem with this one, this mouthpiece, is actually the magnet is, they put magnet here, and also probably a magnet over there. Can you see that? There's, magnet over there. And unfortunately, the magnet is too weak, so this mouthpiece falls off really easily. So just a slight movement on the neck, and it just pops off. And this happened to me like always. So I wish that Hot Toys should have used maybe a slightly bigger magnet or more magnets here. But it's annoying that this mouthpiece keeps falling off. Okay. This is the straight looking eyes, but I'm not sure the eyes is kind of like looking straight. It's like looking, you know, slightly to the left. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe it's just me. Now here's another interesting thing. Okay, where's the eyepiece? Oops. This one. Okay, now Hot Toys gave you another two eyepiece right here. And from the promo pics, the eyepiece should be one looking to the left like this, and this one should be looking a little bit up instead of to the right, but that's okay. So you got him looking to the left and you got him looking to the right. If you want to switch the eyepiece, you have to use this fork thing, okay? Now, since the neck area here is smaller, oops, see, it falls off. Since, you know, the neck area here is smaller, putting on this eyepiece is a little bit difficult than the one with the BVS Batman. BVS Batman, since the neck is, you know, a little bit wider, you can, you know, insert this eyepiece a little bit easier. But this one, since the eyepiece, the neck is smaller and the eyepiece is quite large, putting it on is quite difficult actually. Also, if you are thinking about switching the eyepiece here with the BVS one, don't bother because it just doesn't fit. This eyepiece is slightly different from the BVS Batman. So if you try to put on the BVS Batman's eyepiece into this figure, it can get in there, but his eyes are a little bit lower, so you know it just doesn't work. Next, we got 8 hands. Let's start with this one. This is the open palm hands. Really nice detail there. Then we have this hands, the punching hands. Then this hands. This hands is for holding guns, like this gun. Look at the gun. You know, the detail is very nice. There you have it. Look. I like the design. You know, there's a machinery look here. Really cool. And also, you know, this gun is also for holding, was this a grappling gun also? Yeah, I think so, yeah. There you have it. It's not holding the gun properly. It's kind of difficult. There you have it. Okay, like this. And this is the hands holding the batarang. And lastly, you know, the hands for holding this gun. This is, you know, another grappling gun. I think the one, this gun was used in the BVS Batman vs Superman when Batman was wearing his armor. I kind of forgot if in the Justice League did he ever actually use this gun. I forgot. Anyway, next we have this gun. This is another grappling gun, and you get several accessories with this thing. And you got, you know, this is the hook. You can put it here, and also you got another hook right here. I guess you can say like an ammo or something. Oops. There you go. Like that. And It's like this. Then you have this as if, you know, it's shooting the head. And this one. Not bad. If you get the exclusive version, or I guess if you get the exclusive version, you will get this diorama. This is the Parademon. Okay, hope you can see this. Now the paint app is pretty standard, especially on the face here. The paint app is very flat, and you know, it's just not really interesting. I was kind of hoping that we might get, you know, kind of like a LED light with the eyes, but this thing will do. So with the exclusive version, you get this diorama instead of this thing. Now the thing with diorama is, since the level is not, you know, not plain, you have to pose the Batman kind of like one leg bending, okay? So there's a catch with posing with diorama. Let me just show it to you. This is what I mean. As you can see, his left leg has to be posed like this. Now if you're worried about creasing, you might not want to pose him too long like this. But based on my experience with the BVS Batman figure, I think Hot Toys really did a good job in terms of the suit durability, because the suit is, you know, the material they use is really durable, and I have no problem with the BVS version. So I think this one, the suit of this one, will also last long. Let's try with Ben Affleck's head on the body. Here you go. Looks pretty good. Let's try something different. Here I'm using a third-party color from eBay, of course, and also custom cape. Thing looks good. When it comes to articulation, this figure has really good range of motions, of articulations. You can do a lot of things, a lot of posing with this figure. And the good thing is the suit here, it doesn't really restrict the movement, except for the abs area, the chest area, and this area. The other parts, you know, the suit allows you to move the figure freely. Now let me show it to you, okay? You can move the arms like this. Oops, like that. And then also hands move forward, this, and then bend the elbow, and also, oops, tilt the head side by side, and also ab articulation side by side, and then also like this. You can spread the leg and move the leg forward like this. So this, and you also have ankle articulation. Now the ankle part here, the joints, they are really stiff, so it allows you to have really stable pose like this. So overall, I think you know, you can really have a lot of fun posing this figure, so that's, you know, a good point. Now let's do side-by-side comparison, the Suicide Squad Batman on the left and the Justice League Batman on the right. Now if you look at this, it appears that the Suicide Squad Batman is a lot beefier. Well, in reality, he looks a lot beefier on the chest area. You know, that's true. But the arms, if you strip down the figure to the skeleton, you'll see the skeleton is actually, the arm skeleton is actually the same. So the difference here is probably the material used for the suit that reflects light differently. So that kind of gives the impression that the BVS Batman's, or the Suicide Squad Batman's arm is a lot bigger. But, you know, they are the same. Now the torso, yes, the torso, the abs muscle is different. As you can see, the Suicide Squad Batman is a lot, you know, beefier, a lot bigger, and the Justice League muscles is a lot slimmer. They toned down the muscles. And also another difference here is also the thigh area. Now people prefer the BVS Batman or the SS Batman's thigh, but in reality, in real life, Ben Affleck's thigh is small, okay? And if you look at the posters or even in the movie, this one is actually more accurate than this one. So this one, Hot Toys made improvement to the thigh skeleton and made it better. If you are one of those who wants, you know, movie accuracy, well, this is the correct one. This is the correct thigh. This one is not. But again, well, for aesthetic look, well, this one might look a little bit better, but I don't know, I kind of prefer, now that I think about it, I kind of prefer this one. So overall, I think this figure is a great looking figure, and I know that some people still prefer the BVS suit over this one, but if you look at it, I mean, this one is also pretty cool. I personally like this suit also. So, you know, it's good to have more than one Batman. Okay guys, now we are going to the custom part, okay, the modifications. One of the things that people often ask about customizing figure is this. Is the custom going to damage the figure? Well, I can tell you this, that this custom is actually, you know, pretty easy. I've been customizing a lot, so this mod for me is pretty easy. But you will be removing some parts inside the body here. So if you think that's going to, you know, devalue your Batman figure, you might not want to do the mod here, okay? First is the belt and the pouches. This is BVS Batman's, you know, belt, but the Justice League version is the same, except it's this one is slightly smaller in size compared to, in length actually. This one is shorter compared to the Justice League version. Justice League version, the Batman hips is actually wider, so you cannot use the BVS belt with the Batman Justice League. But if you want to do the mod here, you have to use cutter, and then you have to cut the two thing, or the two, I don't know what you call it, the two thing that connecting this pouch to the back here. So you're gonna have to cut it off and then remove it, and then glue it back together with some sort of glue, and then attach it like this. Next, we're gonna do the inner body mod. This is the BVS body, but it's pretty much the same. But before we can do this, you're gonna have to remove the suit here. And removing the suit is actually pretty simple. The suit is kind of like this, okay? Again, this is the BVS, and there's a zipper behind here. And the zipper, the Justice League version, the zipper here, they are not connected together by thread, so you can just pull it down, pull the zipper down, and then remove the body out of this suit. Okay, after you remove the body out of the suit, you're gonna see something like this. This is the BVS body, but it's pretty much the same. You're gonna see the body with this black thing, this foam. There's going to be 4 of them, one over here, one over here, one over here, and one over here. The top ones here, they overlap the lower one. So what you want to do is actually you want to peel off the lower one here, peel it off, and the lower one over here, you take it off, and then take one, just one, and place it over here, and leave the 2 here, leave them be, okay? Don't do anything with it, okay? Just remove both of them and place one over here. Then, on the back of the body, using, this is a paper. I folded the paper and, make it like this. Okay, this is small piece of paper folded like this. Just fold it and fold it and fold it and fold it until it's kind of shaped like this. And then I put these, I made 2 of them, and then glue it like over here. Okay, make it a little bit bigger than this one. Okay, this one is a little bit too small. Made it bigger and place it like this over here and over here. All right, over here and over here. Place this over here and over here. So what you're doing is actually you're reducing the size over here, and you're adding muscles over here. You're reducing the muscles here, and you're adding muscles on the back over here. So you're gonna create that slope angle, that V-shaped body, like, okay? And also with this, you're going to make the chest more puff. And next, we're gonna do the Big Ben mod, which is the crotch area here. Well, look at that pull, okay? He's jealous. Now what you want to do is you just need to, again, the same with this one, you just need to peel off just a little bit halfway, like here, just peel it off, and then you just pull it, okay? And then you insert something like this, again, paper, okay? Just paper, okay? And then you place it under this this foam here, okay? Place it under the foam, and then just close it again. So this should be like under the foam here, okay? Pretty easy. Next is the ankle mod. Now the ankle mod means you replace the peg, the ankle peg, and then you replace it with longer peg. As you can see here in the middle, that's the BVS Batman, repainted by me, and it's still using the short original ankle peg. And on the right is the Justice League Batman, which I've done ankle mod, and well, I've added several few centimeters height. With this mod, you're going to make the figure more proportional, because if you don't, well, that's optional, but if you don't use the mod, the figure, the legs might look shorter, so it's not going to be quite proportional. On the Justice League Batman, I used the ankle peg from, I think, from Captain America Winter Soldier. Yeah, I have a few extra longer pegs, and you can use any other pegs that compatible with the figure. But the point is, I used longer pegs. As for the head, I also did the neck modification, which is to make the neck here looks just a little bit wider than the original, because I think the original neck that comes, you know, from Hot Toys looked just slightly a little bit too small. So I did the neck mod, and here's how I do it. To mod the neck, you simply need to use, again, this little piece of paper, you know, a folded paper, and then I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, remove the head, the cowl. See here? Just put this thing, the paper, the folded paper here, just not too thick, just, you know, thin, and then put it at the lower of this neck connector on both sides. Okay, like that. Okay, both sides. Now don't put this thing all the way up here, just put it under here, because you want to make the neck wider, not the head wider. So if you put it up here, you end up going to make, you know, the head wider, not the neck wider. So put it below here. Finally, when you've managed to put the body back into the suit, my suggestion is that you don't zip it all the way up. Just zip it halfway here. So that way you'll keep this part of the body, this muscle here, spread open, and from the front view it's going to keep it, you know, look like this, the top of the body. Okay guys, if you're done with modding the figure, the next thing that you gotta do is pose the figure right. Now posing is a very simple thing to do, and if you do it right, you can bring the best out of this figure. One of the things that you can do is actually simply, you know, pose the arm here like this. When you pose the arm like this, don't pose it like this, but like this, you make this arm appear big, because he does have, you know, bicep, but it only looks big if you pose it like this. And then the next thing you can do is pose the shoulder, push the shoulder forward a little bit, and then slightly bend the upper torso back, and so you can make him, you know, puff his chest. And then, now this is important, don't push the cowl all the way down, okay? So you don't want to do that. Here's what happens if you push the cowl here all the way down. It's gonna look very weird, like that. You see? Don't push the cowl all the way down. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay cool, stay collecting, stay healthy, and see you later. Bye bye.